beautiful shortcut once you have learned to be at peace with the space between the thoughts, meaning the thoughts still arise, but with no pressure. You see, you become that Echarte Tolle space. When he appears to be thinking, but the problem is there's no thinking. But it's not an effort to try and raise something that is not natural. To just contact the brain, ego place, say, come on, help me out, give me anything, just give me anything to get me out of this situation. No. Let the thoughts arise in the time that they arise in. So once you're in this place where this apparent space appears, and the thinker has subsided, and it is dissolving into that what is. There's a beautiful shortcut that was implemented through what do you call a moment of recognition that it was always taking place, but something inside says didn't recognize that it was taking place. So that very soon, often you need external help, just not to rely on, but to initiate something that was already there. I don't like the word confirmation because it's not a confirmation, because it was not totally reliant because it was taking place, but the mind itself sometimes needs reassurance that it's not time to leave the body and let the body die. It needs to be respected. So many of the self-inquiry is to remove the mind, but very infrequently the mind needs to be invited in to share the feast, or the scraps of what's left. So in this beautiful space, I can point to Papaji and a particular satsang where moments like this really finish off the suffering and the depressive mind that has existed so long, appearing as you. When he says in the satsang, a disciple asks this question, who am I? I can't get any further. I seem to be in this place, but I can't, something wants to know an answer, and it's not my mind, but something wants to meet. Something wants to just skip over this little hurdle that's stopping this, that is always going to take place. And Papaji says, yes, so who am I? Is the question that you are asking. So who are you that asks the question? Are you the who? Are you the am? Or are you the I? You have to be the who, you see. Who? That's where the question arises from, the who. So let me further this question. Now you've associated yourself with the who. and not the am and the I. I want to further this inquiry to finish you off. I want to ask you, who is the who? Witnessing who am I? Who is the who in the question, who am I? Have you discovered who the who is? It means you have to take another step back. You were initially looking from the I. And then you were questioning from the am I. And now you've taken another step back to be the who that is inquiring about the am, or the I through the am. So can the who be known? Can we focus on the who? So, and what watches the who that raises the question, am I? Is there a who before the who? Who is the who? And who am I? And when that who appears to be something discoverable, who is the who? That is the who that is inquiring about I am. Who is the who and who am I? And who is the who and the who and who am I? And you become the wisest, like the owl. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Each secondary who projects outward, and another one, and another one. Can we find the initial who? Who, 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 who? Who is I? Who is I? The inquiry goes on. How many who's can be discovered, and who is discovering the who? Who is that what is always trying to discover something more about the who, about the am, about the I? How far can you go? How far can who go? How far can I go? How far can am go? This is the inquiry. We take for granted words because we learn them at school, how to spell them, a basic meaning, but you don't know where they arise from. Have you discovered where the words arise from? And who is the discoverer that discovers the words? Or that discovers the discoverer of the words that are arising from that what truly is? Namaste Om.